Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. As the year winds down, it's time to take a step back and look at all that has happened in 2024, including in the sports world, and it was certainly a busy 365 for Maine sports. Our Jack Webb has more in this edition of our Sports Year in Review.
What a year it was for sports in Maine. Conference championships, trips to the big dance, stars shining on the national stage. We'll start at the beginning of 2024 and on the ice rink with perhaps the biggest story surrounding Maine sports this past year, the complete resurgence of Maine hockey as a top program in the nation. In the first season, with a first-round NHL pick in a while, Maine hockey defied expectations. The Black Bears capped off their best season in years this past winter with both their first appearance in the Hockey semifinals since 2012 and their first NCAA tournament appearance since that year as well. Maine finished with a 23-12-2 overall record after falling to Cornell in the NCAA tournament. Maine has reloaded this year with what Ben Barr calls his deepest team yet. They're currently ranked 4th in the nation, and the goal of a national championship is still on their minds.
I think it'll be the deepest team we've ever had. To me, it's just about, do we have 20 guys dressed every night that are capable of thriving in this environment? And, that's been what we've been pushing for the last 3 years. And, I think we're as close to that as ever. And hopefully we're there. And if we're there, like you saw, like our guys believe that we can go the distance, and that's what the goal is.
We'll stay in Orono and head inside the Memorial Gym now, where the Maine women's basketball team finally got over the hump and won the 2024 America East title. Maine finished the year 24-10 after falling to Ohio State in the first round of the NCAA tournament. They dominated Vermont in the conference championship game by a score of 64-48. It was a special year for the Black Bears, as they had both Player of the Year frontrunners in Adriana Smith and Ann Simon, with the award eventually being given to Simon, who says that the championship is the exact reason she returned for her 5th year.
I couldn't have asked for a better 5th year. I mean, this is the reason I came back, and just being able to do this with these people, with Anna too. I mean, I've said it this year. I was like, maybe it just wasn't right for us to do it without you. So I'm just really happy that that we both can do it together and just have this amazing last year.
Staying with the Black Bear women, they also picked up another America East title in soccer. The Maine women's soccer team secured their 2nd straight title and 2nd straight trip to the NCAA soccer tournament, where they eventually fell to Wisconsin. Maine finished undefeated in conference play, dominating the competition with the target on their back all year long. And to make things even sweeter, in the championship game, they dominated rival UNH, winning by a score of 3-0. It was not an easy road back to the championship for Maine, but they sure made it look easy.
It was honestly surreal. I mean, it was a goal that we set for ourselves at the start of the year. And I mean, since we won last year, we said we want to be right back here again. So when that actually comes true, it feels so great.
In the spring, it was another great year on the diamond over at Husson University, with both Eagles baseball and softball teams making yet another trip to the NCAA tournament. Starting with softball, the Eagles being led by a new head coach in Rick Roberts, and they had an unbelievable season, winning 30 straight games in their 6th consecutive NAC title. They would host the NCAA Regional this spring. For baseball, they won their 5th consecutive title and 4th straight NCAA appearance under head coach Chris Morris, defeating SUNY Cobleskill on the road 9-1 in the championship game. They won 2 games to reach their first ever regional championship, but fell to top-ranked Endicott. 2024 was also the year of Cooper Flagg, the Newport native and #1 overall prospect in all of basketball. She started this year by coming home to Maine with Mount Verde, then went on to win the high school basketball national championship with that squad. He then spent the summer on the USA Basketball Select team, where he turned heads playing against the best players in the world and doing more than just holding his own, along with winning the National Gatorade Player of the Year. He also returned home, where him and his brother ran a camp for youth basketball players at the University of Maine. Quickly after that, he got on campus in Durham, where he's leading the 4th-ranked Blue Devils. He's averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists per game. We'll stay right there on that topic with the other Flagg twin. He's on his way home next season. Ace Flagg committed to the University of Maine men's basketball program earlier this fall. Ace announced his decision just before the season opener between Maine and Cooper's Duke Blue Devils. Ace was also a freshman who helped lead Nokomis to their first ever boys Class A gold ball in 2022 before heading south for 2 seasons at Montverde Academy. He's at a prep school in North Carolina right now, tearing it up, and says he's pumped to get back home and represent Maine, and also has a very specific goal for his time in Orono.
Looking at what Coach Markwood's done with the program and where it's going to go, I think it's just going to be really special to be a part of that. Something I've always wanted to do is, get Maine into the tournament, maybe win, go as far as we can, do something that's never been done. That would be really special. So just trying to make history. Maine's always been a special place to me. I think it's the best place in the world. So being able to go back there and play for the state, and obviously again where my mom played is just amazing.
It was a great year of sports here in Maine. Thank you for coming along the journey with us, and we hope you'll join us again in 2025.
Thank you for that, Jack. Well done as always. We look forward to telling all of the big stories in 2025 as well. But for now, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.